Clara had always been enamored by the world of wine. As a sommelier in one of New York's top restaurants, she had tasted and evaluated countless wines. But there was something about the allure of Italian wines that called to her, a siren song she could not ignore. Clara loved her career, but in the quiet moments of her hectic life, she couldn't help but feel that something was missing. She longed for a deep connection with someone who shared her passion for the finer things in life. Her friends told her about the law of attraction. They urged her to visualize her dreams, to live as if they had already come true. Skeptical but hopeful, Clara began to imagine a life filled with love and laughter, picturing herself with someone who appreciated the art of winemaking as much as she did. When an opportunity arose to travel to Tuscany to study Italian wines, Clara seized it with both hands. She arrived in the sun-drenched hills of Tuscany with a heart full of hope and a mind eager to absorb the rich traditions of Italian winemaking. The landscape was breathtaking, with sprawling vineyards that painted the hills in shades of green and gold. Every corner seemed to whisper secrets of centuries-old vines and carefully guarded winemaking techniques. One evening, Clara visited a family-owned vineyard known for its exquisite wines. She was shown around by Marco, the vineyard's charming winemaker. From the moment their eyes met, there was an undeniable connection. Marco spoke with a passion that was infectious, his love for winemaking evident in every word. He showed her the ancient cellars where the wines were aged, the sun-soaked fields where the vines thrived, and the rustic tasting room where generations of his family had celebrated their craft. As they toured the vineyard, Clara and Marco found themselves engrossed in conversation, their shared love for wine creating an immediate bond. They discussed grape varieties, fermentation processes, and the intricate dance of flavors in a fine vintage. Marco's eyes sparkled as he talked about his favorite wines, and Clara's heart fluttered with a feeling she hadn't experienced in a long time. In the days that followed, Clara and Marco spent every possible moment together. They tasted the finest vintages, explored the charming villages of Tuscany, and shared meals that celebrated the region's rich culinary heritage. Each day their connection grew stronger, fueled by their mutual passion for wine and an undeniable chemistry. One evening, as the sun set over the rolling hills, Marco took Clara to a secluded spot overlooking the vineyard. With a bottle of his finest wine and 2 glasses in hand, he expressed his feelings. He spoke of how meeting Clara had changed his life, how her passion and enthusiasm had reignited a spark within him. Clara, her heart racing, confessed that she felt the same way. They toasted to their newfound love, the first stars appearing in the Tuscan sky as they shared a kiss that felt like the beginning of something extraordinary. Clara had come to Tuscany to expand her knowledge of Italian wines, but she found so much more. She had found love, not just for the wines and the beautiful landscape, but for a man who shared her passions and dreams. As she looked out over the vineyard, Marco's arm around her, she realized that her visualization had come true in the most magical way possible. Together they would create a future filled with love, laughter, and the art of winemaking.